What is going on, man? It's your boy Meech. Thank you again for tuning in to another Steel Talk podcast episode. Go ahead and get in those comment section. Hit that subscribe button, turn on the bell notifications, like, share to anybody. I don't care. I'm with the smoke. If they hate the Steelers, I want to talk to them. Let's go. Look, Steelers had their first preseason game. Looked pretty decent. It looked pretty decent. Now it is preseason. I understand that, going against 3s and 4s, but at the same time, Jacksonville had their starters out there on the field, man. Trevor Lawrence, he played damn near most of the game. So, hey, Steelers got a chance to go up against someone. So, we didn't play our starters, and we still came out with the dub. Man. I'm excited. That means the start of football season is here. We are getting prepared. Winter is coming. I got into my little routine that I like to do on Sundays during the football season. Go out there and cut the yard, wash some cars, clean off my porch, do stuff around the house. And it felt pretty good being able to do that. I was about to hop on the grill, but then the rain came. So it is what it is. That's how it's been down here in South Carolina lately. Raining every day. Hard rain, light rain, raining every day. So look, we gotta deal with the punches as they come. South Carolina bipolar. But yeah, man, like I said, first preseason game is in the books against the Jacksonville Jaguars. Off top, man, Mason Rudolph, Skylar Thompson look decent. Man. And shout out to Skylar Thompson. I felt like Skylar Thompson had a game. If you were sitting here just looking at Skylar Thompson like, oh yeah, he's a straight bum, Tyler looked pretty decent. And the thing about Skylar Thompson, man, he had some playing time in the NFL. He was a starter before. He'd been in the playoff game. Now, did it go as well as he probably would hope so? No, but that ain't nothing to write him off about, And as a backup, you want to back up like that with some game experience to probably get you through 1 or 2 games until your starter come back. I think that's a Skylar Thompson. I think that's a Mason Rudolph. Mason Rudolph probably got more of a leg up, but yeah, both of them guys are guys that can get you through. Skylar Thompson was 20 for 28, 233 yards, 21 completion percentage, 108.3 yards, TDs, 3 of them, no interceptions and 1 sack. It's cool. Mason Rudolph, 9 for 10, 84 yards, 90% completion, 8.4 yards, 1 TD, 1 sack. And the thing on Mason Rudolph's sack, Mason knows better, man. He knows better. You can't sit there and hold that ball with all that time. Offensive line was giving you time. I'm sitting here counting 1 Mississippi, 2 Mississippi, 3 Mississippi, 4 Mississippi. He's still holding the ball. Instead of just throwing it away or taking off with it, you get the sack. That's a boneheaded play on Mason Rudolph, man. And he knows it. So, but it's the preseason. We ain't putting too much weight on it. We're not getting too serious. We ain't going to hold his feet to the fire. But, yeah, you made a boneheaded play, man. Offensive line. The offensive line looked pretty decent, man. I done moved the panic button from off the desk. It is down in the drawer again. I felt like the offensive line settled some of our concerns, that you had about them. Troy Fautanu, Bart Jones, those guys all look pretty decent. Very quiet night for Troy, but it is what it is. Like I said, we only gave up 2 sacks, threw for 4 touchdowns. You got to take it. A decent night. That's all I'm saying. It was a decent night, guys. The run game, to me, needed a little bit more. It needed a little bit more, but at the same time, you can tell Arthur Smith wasn't trying to do anything too crazy. Show his hand, let the left hand know what the right hand doing. It was very, very vanilla, basic. And you also could tell like the offense was tailored. It's tailored to Aaron Rodgers. I think some of those plays is plays that Aaron Rodgers can make and love. So the fact that Mason Rudolph and Skylar Thompson can go out there and operate Arthur Smith and Aaron Rodgers' offense, score 4 TDs, take 2 sacks, 1 quarterback, 200, it's a good sign. So run game, like I said, that needed a little bit more. Shout out to Nichols, 33 yards on 6 attempts. No TDs. We didn't get no rushing TDs, but it's cool. Caleb Johnson, my man, 8 attempts for 20 yards. And the thing on Caleb Johnson, it wasn't the fact that he didn't look good. I think everybody looked decent. Caleb Johnson, man, you can tell he wanted to bounce to the outside. a handful of times. And I was just sitting there looking at that like, oh my God, here goes an Najee Harris again. And shout out to Najee, man. You see the name on the back of the chair, but still, man, put your nose down, man, and go up and get something. If it ain't there, go get something, you know. And I think one, he bounced to the outside. It was about to be a tackle for loss, like a 5-yard loss. Got a face mask. He got off, but we also got a penalty too. So, but it's cool. It's cool. And that's the thing too. The Steelers, man, they relatively played a clean game. You know, wasn't a lot of penalties on our end. Jacksonville, on the other hand, penalties left and right. So Steelers played a good game. Made some great tackles. You know, defense too. So, couple wide receivers. You know, I want Williams, 2 receptions, 55 yards, 1 TD. Scotty Miller, 4 receptions, 47 yards, no TDs. Rock Taylor, 2 receptions, 38 yards, no TDs. So, you know, wide receivers look pretty decent. Shout out to Rock Taylor. Shout out to the guys. Like I said, everybody looked decent. Man. So, I think it's a great opener to a season, especially with so much storylines going into it, you know, so much headlines you got to watch for. And we're just going to go from there, man. These guys got to just keep stacking, keep getting better. Another thing Caleb Johnson did do well, he caught a couple passes. he caught a couple passes too. So, man, on the defense side of the ball, off top, and I'm pretty sure everybody already seen it, done heard about it so many times. Shout out to Juan Thornhill, man. Juan Thornhill at the beginning of the game came up and made a great tackle, man. A pinpoint tackle, a textbook tackle. Head to the side, shoulder in him, and plant on. Great tackle. Bringing the aggressiveness off rip, man. And if this is what the defense is going to be bringing all year, I'm number one. That's all I got to say, man. If the defense bringing stuff like this all year, man, it's going to be a great season. But yeah, man, so Beanie Bishop, Beanie Baby. Decent little game for itself, you know. Made 5 tackles, 1 pass deflection. James Pierre, he got out there too. 5 tackles, 3 solo tackles. You know, these guys was flying around. Carson Bruner, 4 tackles, 4 solo tackles. You know, he was doing this thing. Jameson, same, you know, 4 tackles, 4 solo tackles. Clark had 3 tackles, 2 solos. You know, Mark Robb was out there getting into it. Peyton Wilson, 3 tackles, 3 solo tackles. And the thing with Peyton Wilson, man, that green dot, man, he was doing his thing. Like I said, he was doing his thing out there. Definitely saw that it wasn't too much for him. So I take that. Brandon Eccles was doing his thing too. He was flying around. He almost came up with an interception on a pass deflection. Honestly, I think if he didn't tip the ball, I think it was either Clark or Thornhill back behind him, they would have got that ball. It would have been an interception. But either way it go, I take that. I tell my son all the time, he playing football now, when he play corner, if you out there and you can't get an interception, put your hand in there. Break it up. That's a win every time. So I take it, man. And we're going to have to see, man. But like I said, everybody pretty much had a decent game. You know, nothing to write home about, hit the fans, you know, stop the presses for. But, hey, it's football season. We back, baby. We'll see. Like I said, this is the first preseason game, and we're going to rock with it. Man. Y'all get in the comment section. Y'all let me know how y'all felt about it. Is there anything that I missed? You know, what y'all looking forward to in the next game? What some players you want to see step up? What some players you want to see more? I'm going to tell you off rip. I want to see more of Rock Taylor. Williams, and Roman Wilson. Roman Wilson first off the first play of the game. Caught the foul. Nice route. Caught it. Completion. You know, that's what you want to see from him. He was, what was his stats? Roman Wilson. 2 for 24 yards, no TDs, on 2 targets. So he caught both of his balls. And like I said, Roman, man, you definitely got to step up. Yeah, so Roman definitely got to step up, man. And it was a great way to get him involved early on. Darnell Washington, you know, 1 target, 19 yards, 4 touchdowns. And I'm telling you, if this the way the Steelers are going to use Darnell Washington in the red zone to get the touchdown, and Big Mouth Washington go up, catch the ball. Man, look, that's the way you need to use Darnell Washington, man. So, like I said, man, it was a good game at the end of the day. You know, it's preseason. We got to see how it all come together at the end of this, the start of the regular season against the Jets. And hopefully, man, we got things going. Hopefully we got things going. And then another thing before I get up out of here, man, special teams. Special teams, man, special teams was not all that to me. I'm telling you now, special teams wasn't so special. Let's just put it like that. It wasn't so special. I was sitting over here talking, I was saying, man, Danny Smith over there smacking the hell out that gum and lightening the people's tails, man. I know for sure Danny Smith was not too happy with the way special team was playing, but shout out to the punters, man. Shout out to the punters. Johnston and Whitman, you know, that was one of the camp battles we was looking at. That was one of the camp battles. Johnston got 2 punts, 47, and put one in the 20. Whitman got 1 punt for 57 and none in the 20s. But at the end of the day, the punters look good. The punters look good, you know, like I said, but special teams definitely needed. It wasn't their day. I put it like that. It wasn't their day. So we just got to see. But so y'all get in the comment section. Y'all let me know what players you was watching, what players you think got a possibility after game one to win a roster spot if they don't have one already. You know, what's your biggest losers? What's your biggest winners? And we're going to go from there, man. It's your boy Meech. Thank y'all for tuning in again. Like I said, go follow me everywhere at Steel Talk 6 on all social media platforms. Subscribe, turn on the bell notification, hit that like button, and we're going to keep on rocking, man. It's your boy Meech. Y'all stay up and y'all stay blessed. I'm out.